What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how I learned to muscle up after just about 3 or 4 months of training. So the first thing is explosive pull-ups. Now, explosive pull-ups are when you pull as high as you can and as powerfully as you can to generate as much power. Now, a big mistake I feel like a lot of people make at first when trying to train for a muscle up, and this is a big mistake I made, is trying to pull straight up and not around the bar. Because the movement path for a muscle up is actually around the bar, as you can see, like that, as opposed to just pulling straight up like a normal pull-up. Now, in a normal pull-up, see, straight up and down. But with muscle ups and explosive pull-ups, it's actually around the bar. So when training for a muscle up, you have to train that movement pattern as opposed to just training straight up for a pull-up. Now, another thing that really helped me build the strength and the explosive power needed to achieve my first muscle up is weighted pull-ups. Now, I didn't really start training weighted pull-ups until about 2 months ago. And once I did, I noticed my strength really increase, as well as the size of my back too. Now, with the weighted pull-ups, it may not look like I'm actually pulling that fast, but in reality, I am. It's just because they're weighted. It might not look like it. Now, if you do weighted pull-ups, you want to pull as fast and as hard as you can to really achieve that power through that range of motion and the strength that you need to actually achieve a muscle up. Now, another thing you need to keep in mind when training for a muscle up is to train some sort of dips, whether that be straight bar, parallel bar, or ring dips if you have those, which if you have them, completely recommend them because they're actually like so ideal for everything. Ring dips alone helped increase my bench by like 35 pounds in just the span of like 6 months, and I don't even bench, which is crazy. But they train the most range of motion of any of the dips, and you can make them so hard just by like turning your arms out at the top or just going as deep as you can in the full range of motion. Now, I don't actually train straight bar dips, but I was able to do a muscle up pretty much just by training for the explosive pull-ups. But absolutely, I recommend training dips, and if you have them, parallel bar dips. Those train the specific range of motion for the muscle up.
So here's me doing a few muscle ups, and if you notice, I'm kipping quite a bit, which is something you're gonna have to get used to. Is you will have to kip to get your first ones. I mean, to do a strict muscle up at first is really hard. And I will be transparent. I'm not the best at it. I mean, I was already quite a bit tired doing these, but yeah.
Now, when it comes to explosive pull-ups, ideally you want to pull as high as you can, but if you can't really pull that high and it's really hard for you because you're not used to doing that, I definitely recommend using a band to start. That's what I did to get as high as I can. Now, in explosive pull-ups, you want to do short, small reps with high sets. Now this could look like, I don't know, 7 sets of 3, because you don't want to wear yourself out. You want to train your body to pull as high as you can without actually wearing yourself out, so you can just do as many sets as you can, because that's what you want to train for. Now that can just look like And if you notice yourself start to drop off and not pull as high, that's when you cut the set short. Now, a bonus tip that actually helped me improve a whole lot is to just train as much as you can. Now, if you're sore, just don't train. But when it comes to muscle ups and pull ups, you need to train those a lot. Now, don't go overboard, like I said, and do just a crap ton of training in 1 week, because that will only hurt you. But calisthenics is no joke, and you really have to put in a lot of time if you want to get better at certain skills. Now, I'm not really that far along, but it's my hope to someday be really good at a whole bunch of skills, and muscle ups are one of those that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and I finally done one. And so I'm just sharing my experience and what kind of helped me get good at them to you guys. So hope you enjoy.